So they are paying sometimes over $100,000 over the asking price, and they're buying up entire neighborhoods.
It's like Californians coming into your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Who paid, $1.7 million for a 2-bedroom, 1,500 square foot house. And then they can come here and get a mansion for $1.7 million and pay cash for it.
Right. Now, here's the thing. That's the individual. This is money from the Treasury, from the Fed, that is going to these big, huge firms, and they're looking for an investment. So they buy up entire neighborhoods, which drives the price up, which stops the average person from being able to afford it. Mm-hmm. This is why we have not had a problem with housing, far as people being able to buy a new house until recently. Now the price is at the height to where the average person cannot afford a nice house again. And so we have stopped the real estate boom unless you're at the bottom level, okay? If you're at the very bottom level, they're not buying up those houses apparently. But this is, I'm telling you right now, the CDC with this moratorium and what the Fed is doing, they are boxing you out of owning anything. If you are a landlord, you most likely are not somebody who's a rich fat cat like they are. You're somebody that might own one place as an investment or two houses as an investment. You're renting them out. If you evict a tenant that isn't paying rent, they say now you're going to you will face hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. But what law are you breaking? The CDC? They can't make laws.
Make laws. Yeah.
They can't make laws. Here's the thing. If you are somebody who is a landlord, a small landlord, not some big, Donald Trump guy, a small landlord, they're putting you out of business because you still have to make the nut to the bank. So who will own that property? Well, when you lose that property because you can't afford it anymore, it will go back to the bank. And who do you think the bank will sell it to? They'll sell it to these big Wall Street firms that are looking for investments. And so they will have your house and they will take it because they're getting money for free from the Fed. So there's no risk to them. And then they'll sell it and you won't be able to afford it. This is boxing us into poverty. You will not be able to switch to another class. This is keeping everyone in the class that they're at right now, except the rich, and I mean the people who have, $100 million plus. Those guys are going to become billionaires and trillionaires. But everybody else will stay in their station. This is part of the Great Reset. Remember, the last thing in the Great Reset is by 2030, that is 9 years away, almost 8. By 2030, you will not own anything and you'll like it. That means there's a lot of wealth to be transferred. And I'm telling you now, I'm doing major renovations on my house, and I keep telling my wife we can't stop until we have an entirely green house because they are going to make it so onerous and so bad for anybody who doesn't have green energy. You're going to lose your house. I really think they are going to start fining you and putting taxes on you to where everybody will lose their house, and these companies will just gobble it up. If you want to learn more about this and how the government is central planning now, and COVID was a real but easy excuse to do all of this, make sure you get the podcast today. You'll find it everywhere tomorrow, wherever you get your podcast. But if you're a member of Blaze TV, you can get that today, right now.